It's cold out here. And I'm gonna give you guys a rundown on why the you versus you mentality will cause self-destruction. So when you have a perspective of you versus you mentality, you go into the market and you may think that you're trading against yourself and you must always want to win. That just deteriorates your emotions. You're literally just fighting against yourself in the market. Mind you, you shouldn't. You should always trade your edge within the market. You create an edge to do better. You versus you is strictly an ego mindset. When you have an ego mindset, you're going to get stripped of everything within the market. Your ego. In all actuality, let's take a step back and think of a time to when I had a you versus you ego phase. So in trading last year around the same time, I went on tilt and bought a lot of accounts. And I thought that I could always win within the markets, and I would literally just get into this cycle of passing and blowing, passing and blowing, passing and blowing, or hitting 50% margin and blowing, 50% margin then blowing. Like, there was no need for that. That was me trading against me. That was you versus you. Now, you try to look at it as a good thing. It's not necessarily a you versus you. It is you creating an edge. You creating a systematical, proven edge that works within duration of time. Like what? 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, 12 months. It doesn't matter which quarter, it works. Regardless, any type of market conditions. And when you go for you versus you, an instance of trying to improve is not you versus you. Like I just previously said, it's you versus nothing. Like you don't have that. You versus you is bullshit. They're telling you bullshit. You versus you is strictly an ego thing, and you don't want to rely on ego. But you need to drift away from that you versus you mentality, because that will really hurt you within trading. Like it will truly hurt you within trading. You need to sit down, create your edge, and journal your psychological issues and emotions. That is you versus you. But you do not need to have an ego within the market. You need to throw that shit out the window. Stop thinking about that bullshit. That you versus you is strictly a gateway to the wrong path. You do not need to be talking about you versus you. That's fucking bullshit. You don't need that. You versus you is bullshit. It's a ego thing. Not alone will it just cause self-destruction, but it will deteriorate your psychological problems within trading. It will make them 100 times worse than what they normally are.